Oh, yeah. So who is going to be the GM for us? Mike Uyama, come chat. I want to talk about your video game. Mike, where are you, Mike? Mr. Mike, there you are. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, well, good.
Busy going over SGDQ submissions.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And also been playing Streets of Rage 4 on my stream.
Okay.
I like it. It's actually a good game. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Streets of Rage. You said Streets of Rage 4, right?
Yes, Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool, honestly. Oh, Phase and Masher, thank you so much. I'm excited to see what the game list is. I don't know if I'm going to get anything in or not. I'm always excited to hopefully get in, but it doesn't always happen. In fact, it often doesn't happen. Especially for the summer, mister. We can't have bad video games in the summer. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Well,
Dr. Bolt, thank you so much as well. Much love. Oh my gosh.
By the way, I want to mention that the topic in this voice chat is still from last week, where it says spherical objects 3D. Just to
yeah, it
remind
does.
you. Of the greatness that we had last week, and as a tradition, this game also has fighting in it. It's not a fighting game, but unlike Balls 3D, we've actually had this one Ku5ogrande before.
Oh yeah, we have. I remember watching it, and it actually seems like a game that I kind of want to play a little bit sometime.
It's definitely not good, but it kind of has this weird janky charm to it. I wouldn't play it for more than like 30 minutes, but you know.
Yeah, so what would you not play for more than 30 minutes?
That would be China Warrior, known in Japan as the Kung Fu.
Prototype X, thank you so... Oh my gosh, Mike, we have had so many gift subs today.
Yeah, you have a nice giving community.
You guys are way too nice. Seriously, thank you so much. We're gonna get the email. We're getting so close. It almost sounded like I said we almost got the emo. And I'm like, well, that would be less happy, you know. Thank you, Forda. Let's see. So we've got 4 people going up against each other in this one, although it looks like we had 1 no-show, so it'll be 3
Yeah, we had 1 no-show, so Faizu's gonna be our zombie.
Zombie Faizu, yes! I love zombies. I like skeletons more than zombies, but, you know. They're kind of gross. Like...
Skeletons, not exactly the cleanest of things.
Yeah, well, zombies are dirtier than skeletons. What am I doing? I'm just trying to set up for this match because we've got these 4 people duking it out, punching each other. Well, they're not going to punch each other. They're punching by themselves in each of these games here. Ninbon, Jangle Storm, Kaishura, and our zombie Faizu for the day. Now, Mike.
Yeah?
You happen to play a lot of beat-em-ups. Is that your favorite genre of video game?
I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely a genre I like a lot.
Aha! Okay, it's a genre you like a lot. Yeah, what would you say is probably your favorite then?
If I were pressed, I don't know. It actually might be beat 'em up. So now that I think about it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's not beat 'em ups. Wait, yeah, it's beat 'em ups.
I've never put much thought into it. That's all.
You've never put much thought in. Oh my gosh, Mike! Come on, Mike.
I mean, I like a lot of types of games. What can I say? I mean, I like Ku5ogrande, so that's why I'm here. So you know.
I gotta give you a hard time, Mike. I got.
Well, I mean, I know that's how we do things, right? We give each other a hard time.
Yeah, don't even know if I can say what kind of video game I like the most these days. I mean, I guess maybe if you want to put any like of the base builders in there weren't really any of those back in the day, but I play a lot of them these days.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to think, or any of the crafting games. Those are always fun for me. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, we already have a defender of this game. This game feels way too good for Ku5ogrande. Not saying it is good, but it's not awful. No, it's pretty bad. If nothing else, the final boss is just so unjustifiable.
Didn't you have that as a state for the gauntlet?
Yeah, I did. It's funny because if you know what to do, it's like a minute. But if you don't know what to do, you can struggle for upwards of 10 minutes.
Yep. Welcome to Ku5ogrande, everybody, where I think everybody is going to disagree with that person in chat and say this is a bad game.
Yeah.
Because I really do not think it's great.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, this was actually a launch title for the Japanese TurboGrafx 16, the PC engine.
Really now?
Yes, and
it did relatively well over there too.
Yes, because a lot of its timing, because the console was released in 1987 in Japan, and so all I had to compete with was the NES. So like compared to the NES, like all the games looked amazing.
Oh yeah, this
game is like, wow, it has such big sprites, and then like you play it and like it animates very poorly. And it's very jerky and choppy, and it's like, oh, didn't really know what to do with the sprites.
Yeah, honestly, kudos to them for trying, because a lot of video game companies out there just don't try. They'd rather make something mediocre than something that flops. But yeah. I give huge props whenever companies go and try something new, and the giant sprites definitely haven't been seen in many games.
I remember reading a Japanese Ku5ogrande list for PC Engine, and this game was on that list.
Ooh, okay. So you are going off of not your list, but somebody else's list, which means that it must be true.
But what if it's also on my list? Does that mean it's in this weird state of true and untrue?
I didn't say you were a liar, Mike. I'm just saying that adds credibility to your statement.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, you've got more ethos because of that, or whatever.
I have more sway.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting the last little bit captured, and then we will be ready to get this match a-rolling. I know that we are late today. I appreciate everybody who has been patient, and even those who haven't been patient, because, hey, guess what? It's Mike's fault that I had to play Final Fantasy IV. Because you made that Twitch channel, okay? I didn't. Not my fault. I'm not taking credit for that. See, this is also throw everybody under the bus day. It's a national holiday.
Yeah, it is. Did something happen to you today, Brossentia? Like, did you try to order another non-existent burrito again?
Oh my gosh, if only. No, I had to speedrun Final Fantasy IV on the GDQ channel.
I did see a little bit of that. And the show's title is a bit interesting. So, like, what was that like?
What was it like? Well, what was what like? Playing it?
Playing it.
And, well,
being on the channel.
Considering that I had about 2 days to derust, that was something special. Yeah, but I actually beat the game, Mike.
Nice.
Yeah, and not only that, but I used strats that I had never used before. Again, I'm seeing a lot of gift subs. Thank you, everybody. I believe we're about 10 points away from getting the new emotes, so I'm not going to talk about them during the match, but feel free to keep them coming. I just want to focus on the quality video gameplay that we have going on here.
Yes. Quality video gameplay, not quality video game.
Yeah. So we have Ninban, Jango Storm, Kaishura, and Faizu fighting Faizu's just here to give us additional entertainment. He will not be competing for a place. He is our zombie.
So, Firebird Lover, interesting thing about Time Lord, we've had that before.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that. I love Time Lord.
Yep. It is a very obtuse and mean game.
I'm doing the countdown right now, everybody. Spam all of your muscles. Or
Muscles,
bubsies.
martial arts, kung fu, kicks and punches.
Oh yeah. So all of the players are hopping right into it. I'm glad that it starts with a hop.
Yep.
Okay, Mike, talk to me. And why did you give an auto-scroller?
So first off, you can stop it, like by crouching and stuff, and when you do actions. You can like speedrun this game because you can also kill the bosses fast and stuff. And the combat is really simple, yet there's some technique to it. I wouldn't say it's like a good combat system because your moves are pretty limited. But eventually, players are going to want to figure out the jump kick. What is interesting to note is that in the Ku5ogrande match, no one figured out how to jump kick.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that like a neutral jump kick where you kind of do a little hop and then like you put your foot out like Ninban just did. What I mean is that you go forward and you jump and then you do this jump kick that has like an incredibly long range hitbox.
Yeah, I imagine. Oh, Ninban is still doing the same jump kick that you were talking about, right? The neutral one?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I saw one of the jump kicks, and Faizu is on the first boss who, if I remember correctly, you kind of have to like punch him in the face and then retreat, or you can try to kick him as he punches you. Basically, you just kind of have to learn to cheese the bosses with their AI.
Yep.
And the quicker you can learn that, and Faizu's learning very fast, the more progress you'll make in this game.
Honestly, I love chat's assessment of this character. Bald Guile is just about right. Hey!
Yeah,
and as is tradition, our zombie is doing the best so far.
So it's Guile after he came home to be a family man and 10 or 20 years later.
Yeah, he's like, got a family, my hair fell out. So stressful.
It was too much stress for him. He can fight the streets, but raising a family is just too much stress.
I mean, I get that. You know, I don't have kids, but I get it.
Well, I mean, you have a lot of nieces and nephews, so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't live with them.
Right.
And the good thing about being an uncle is that whenever the kids start crying or having problems, you just hand them over to somebody else.
You're not wrong.
Seriously though, Essentia's kids are pretty dang fantastic. They're a little bit wild, okay? A little bit unrestrained is what I'd say. But honestly, I'd prefer kids to have a lot of energy than to be afraid of stuff, you know? That's what I'd say. Keep all the energy. Ugh. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm typing China warrior. No, I almost typed China. That's not what I'm looking for. Mike, my brain is just not working today. Absolutely not.
Yeah, well, if you type in type in China, I don't think you're gonna get this game. I feel like even if you typed in China Warrior, you'd get like maybe some B or C grade movies or something like that before you got this.
Oh, that would be cool. You know what? I'm taking a look at the manual, and you want to know the story? Because I have it for you.
Yeah, sure, because I don't know the story, and I didn't give the players the manual at all.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what voice I can do that's going to be culturally acceptable. Welcome, China warrior, master of Kung Fu. Your greatest battle is about to begin. The Kung Fu province of China has been captured by an evil horde. Yes, a horde. Led by Bhaskara, they've ransacked the ancient city. Summoned by the people, it is up to you, the China warrior, to restore peace. You must face the evil horde, each fighter with his own martial arts specialty. Battle the awesome bosses and finally Bhaskara himself. Summon all your strength, all your skill. Increase your powers with the sacred oolong tea and discover other hidden powers within yourself. This is your greatest battle, China warrior. Fight well and live long. There you go. So you run through the stages and you drink some tea, and that's what I've got. Jangle, taking another death. Honestly, 1-2 appears to be a little bit difficult for the players here. Yeah, are you... Ooh, the rocks. Those rocks are rough.
Yeah, the rocks, you can jump over them, but if you're doing like jump kick strats, which Ku5ogrande is doing, and that's honestly a smart strat, it's kind of hard to dodge them because it just takes up so much space when you're doing the jump kick.
Honestly, if there are any projectiles in the sky, yeah, just kick them. Honestly, it's better to attack projectiles than to try to dodge, because you're so big.
Yeah, you're huge. It's so hard dodging stuff.
But as it turns out, despite all your muscles, the mosquitoes can still bite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, everyone, you know, no one likes a mosquito bite. You know, it itches.
By the way, there are different names for literally every boss, because we saw Chen Dajia.
Are you kidding me? Because, like, there's just a ton of palette swap bosses. Like, okay, spoilers. The boss in the first stage, it's all the same guy, just palette swaps.
No, it's a different. This is
AI.
a different guy. Okay, this is a different one because the first one was.
So instead of being bald Guile, this is sunburned bald Guile.
Yeah. His relative who lives a little bit further south, you know. So the first boss is Chen Dajia, skilled at the sheath pinning attack. He uses diamond hard hands and fists. And then this is Ku5ogrande. I have no idea how to say that. A master of amazing powers. His speed is awesome, and he's dead.
So apparently there's a continue code in this game, which I didn't know before I gave it out. Okay. So I don't know. The players can enjoy the game for its punishing difficulty as they figure out as they get to enjoy the scenic backgrounds and the amazing big sprites.
What is a sheath pinning attack?
What?
I don't know, because the first boss apparently has a sheath pinning attack.
You're not even wearing a sheath.
He doesn't even have a sword.
You don't have. You're not like in a pageant. You're not like wearing a sash or anything like that. You don't have a sword. Yeah, I don't know. Like
I don't know. Yeah. The third boss, Ching Guan. His specialty is the headbutt.
That is true, and the headbutt does 2 damage.
Oh, well, that's scary.
Yeah, he's a pretty tough boss, and it looks like Jangle Storm has figured out the first boss. Everyone has gotten to 1-2, but only Ku5ogrande, in true zombie fashion, has gotten to 1-3.
I love it. Whenever we have game masters or staff play, they do a lot better than like when they were actually in the tournament.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, I only zombied once or twice, and I won the Avoid the Noid match, so there you go.
Yeah. I do think that we have to explain for everybody that the skull and crossbones means that they're dead to us. Well, they're a zombie, and they're not able to score points. That's all. That's what it means.
All right. So Ku5ogrande is dealing with I don't even remember the name of the guy, but the headbutt guy.
Well, his name is Shin.
So he's doing a good strategy, which is just zone him out with kicks. It seems to be working in his favor.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's also countering the headbutt, so not really encountering that. This is severely sunburned. And now he's on stage 2. So here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Stage 2 boss is way easier than stage 1 boss. If I remember correctly, what you can do on every single iteration of the stage 2 boss is just walk up to her face and just punch her a lot.
Okay, but we have Nyang, that's the first boss on stage 2, uses the quote-unquote dancing fists trick. Be careful of her quote-unquote circular kick.
She does like pirouettes and stuff. I wouldn't say like she
circular kick. Nyang. But Nyan sounds a little bit better. I like that one. Okay, Nyan. And then Wu Yanlong, skilled at foot tricks. He comes at you kicking all the time.
Yeah. All right. So it's worth noting that Ninban is on stage 1-3, so that puts him in the lead right now.
Good to see you. Kaishura is struggling a little bit, but honestly...
Yeah. Both Janglestar and Kaishura are struggling on a 1-2.
Yeah. I'm not too surprised, but this game really isn't too long. Oh! Faizu just got crotch kicked.
Yep. Yeah, this is not a long game, but it's so unforgiving that it wouldn't shock me if they can't beat the game. And if they do beat the game, there's a second loop. So they're not done.
Agreed. By the way, there are some playing tips in the manual. When learning a new round, be sure to punch everything that comes your way. You never know when a very valuable hidden power-up will appear. Are there power-ups in this?
Yes, there are.
Okay.
It's all health restoratives, which honestly you need.
Yeah, it looks like they're always in the same place too.
And honestly, yeah, it's always the same enemies. But honestly, the best way to just get them by accident is just to jump kick a lot, which, you know, none of the players have learned so far.
She looks more like she's using a crane technique. Oh no, she did the spin. Oh, Faizu.
Spin kicks.
Watch out. Ooh.
Oh no.
Excuse me, it's called the circular kick.
The circular kick?
Circular kick. Yeah.
She spins. I mean, I guess when you spin, you make a circle, but come on.
Okay, next boss is Wu Yanlong. Skilled at foot tricks, he comes at you kicking all the time. All the time, Mike.
All the time.
But yeah,
not some of the time, all the time.
Ninban is getting pretty close to extremely sunburnt Guile. Unfortunately, it looks like Faizu is going to be starting over. That's okay. He's a zombie.
You know what? It's funny because they Americanized so many games, from Japan that were released in America. For example, they changed that Mashu Eiyuden game to Keith Courage being the TurboGrafx 16 pack-in game. But this game, they kept it traditional. I respect that. I mean, they were named to China Warrior, but it seems like they kept all the enemy names.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I love when they don't cater simply to American taste. It's good for them to still hold on to the main theme of the game. Otherwise we'd be like, hey, we're fighting Billy here. Because everybody uses the name Billy at some point.
Yeah.
And
so it looks like Ninban has learned the strat because he's just hanging back and kicking.
All the streams froze for a quick second, so I'll do a refresh here.
Yeah. Kaishura did mention that he needs to give her air cat medicine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So Kaishura may get a little extra time at the end, depending. Right. So this pause here is for the cat's health.
Yeah. So Kaishira is not going to be active for the entire match because of that. So
Yeah. And it all depends on how much the cat behaves. If the cat behaves really, really well, then Kaishira will be back really quickly. If not, well, we might really enjoy this nice peck flexing that we see here.
yeah, it says a lot when a magazine back in like the late 80s or early 90s gives a game a bad review, because most magazines back then were basically glorified advertising spots, let's be real.
It's true, yeah.
And 7 out of 10 being the average, that's somehow carried to this day. So yeah, no, that means this game was pretty bad. And it's worth noting that Ninban is on 2-1. So Ninban definitely in the lead right now.
Yeah, I would agree. Jangle Storm has been making some good pushes, but again, 1-2 is a pretty big wall for new players on this game.
It is. I remember players being walled on stage 1 for a while in the Ku5ogrande match.
By the way, because this is turbo graphics, they are allowed to use the turbo on it, right?
Yep. It would make no difference because the animations are so slow that like turbo doesn't really help you like punch or kick any faster than you normally can.
The manual says to use turbo.
Okay, well, they can try turbo if they want. I don't mind.
Manual says use it.
I mean,
chat.
I think the RetroArch turbo is like faster than like the normal like TurboGrafx 16 switches, but at the same time, I still don't think it really helps out all that much.
I have no idea. But yeah, because there is a built-in turbo, if there is a game that is for TurboGrafx, we generally allow you to use anything that would normally come with the console. Anyways, yeah, the manual says to take it easy, use turbo in order to help you take it a little bit easier, use the kick and punch frequently to slow down the enemy's progress. That's really poorly written to say kick fireballs.
Wait, kick fireballs?
Yeah.
I mean, jump kick, yeah. So the fight against your doppelganger is one of the fights I have really no clue what to do. He just seems to be better at doing everything you do.
Holy cow, this doppelganger, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. There we go, Ninban.
Doppelganger just kicks your butt. And he flexes. What's funny is that the 2-3 boss is just a palette swap of the 2-1 boss. I know. She's a unique character. Don't worry, Bosencha. I do recognize that.
She's got her own name. She's got her own name, Mike. Her name is... Yeah, 2-1 is Nyan Nyan.
No. Who's 2-3?
Oh, that was... How do I say this? Yang Qinghua uses waltzing fists. Her continuous attacks are awesome.
Wow, honestly, the people who wrote the manual seem more in love with the enemies than they are with the main character.
I mean, who can blame them, you know?
Yeah.
Who is the main character? Did the main character even get a name? Oh, yeah, it was like Wang or something. No, the manual doesn't even say.
Yeah, I don't know if your character has a name.
What?
Maybe in the Japanese version he does.
Yeah, they even name what kind of tea you drink.
Wait, what?
Yeah, oolong tea. You drink oolong tea.
That's what I was going to guess, oolong tea. Oh, yeah. Is that what the health containers are?
Yep.
Oolong tea?
Yep.
Yeah, so those health containers and specific enemies throughout the levels are the only way you can recover health outside of beating stages. It is worth noting that if you get better and better at the game, you can have over 1 life bar, so that's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, I've seen people completely run out of health at the top, but then get a refill. So I believe that's going over the max health or getting a second life bar.
Yeah, the second life bar is bronze.
Aha! Can you get a third one that's gold?
I think so. I did play this game recently, but I wasn't able to get to the max of the second life bar, so I can't say for sure. But I think you can.
So, per the manual, you receive an additional China Warrior at 20,000 points, 50,000 points, 100,000 points, and every 100,000 points after that. So that would be something worth paying attention to if you're playing,
which means realistically, if you were to make it to the end of the game, you'd probably have like an equivalent of like 4 or 5 extra lives. Which does help you get through the game, because even if you know the boss strats, they can still just kind of pummel you silly sometimes.
Hey, Kaishura is back! And she is going through the second level here. Honestly, we'll have to see what Kate's call is on the time. I'm seeing about 6 minutes based off of the messages that were sent.
Yeah. And, and Glitchwitch having spent 2 hours on the game means that she has spent the longest that anyone has spent playing this game.
You played this for 2 hours? Why?
Because she wants to, beat all the TurboGrafx 16 or PC Engine games.
Be the China Warrior. You had to beat it? Yeah.
I mean,
just like I had to put this tournament on and make people suffer.
What a hardship, bro.
Oh, so
doing what you love.
I had hey, my Tylenol has kicked in, so it officially is something I love now. Yeah, honestly, I think that the biggest thing is figuring out the puzzles for each level. Like, you just have to get used to the different enemies, the different patterns, and figure out consistent ways to get past them. As you see, Jangle Storm is just attacking literally everything that appears, which is better than dodging. Well, I mean, until rocks come and hit your foot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Kaishura still having trouble with the second boss.
Oh, Jangle Storm taking a rock to the forehead. Don't like to see that. Oh. I like that they just throw sticks at you. The boulders, by the way, the manual makes it very clear that the boulders are invincible, and you cannot get points by attacking them.
Okay, well, that is helpful advice, because you can indeed not attack them. Do you want a minor spoiler?
Sure.
There is a giant boulder right before the final boss that you have to hit like 10 or 15 times. And that one is definitely not invincible.
So you can't kill boulders until you have to.
Yeah, and ironically, the non-invincible boulder is like the largest one by far. Like it takes up about half the screen. It's not even much of an exaggeration.
So just so people who are watching know, the players in this match are a little bit of a mix. We have some with 7 points and some with 5 points. I'm not completely sure.
Logstar Go is correct. Hootie was originally supposed to be in this match, but he was unavailable. So it was supposed to be like half and half of 7 and 5 points. But...
Yeah, I think that... honestly, because things got delayed because of you, Mike.
Because of a GDQ hotfix show. And even though I don't run the hotfix, because I found a GDQ, that means it's my fault.
Yeah, because you found a GDQ, it's your fault.
It's my fault I found a GDQ.
It's
I mean, you're right. It is my fault that GDQ did become a thing. So there you go. It is my fault.
It's your fault that this match is a little bit later, and possibly because of that, Hootie's not here.
Yeah.
All right, I don't blame you, Mike. I blame Tina.
Or did you at least have fun on the show?
Yeah, I loved it. It was so much fun. Like, the run was rough, mostly because, I still don't know all the strats. And frankly, I hadn't actually managed to beat the game during all my practice. So there was that as well. But I beat it. I beat it today. That was good.
Hey, you beat the game. That's what matters, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ku5ogrande is currently going through this stage, dodging dishes. Jangle is fighting the sunburned Guile. Honestly, I think that with the mirror match, you just do not want to get pinned against the left because he can just wail on you over there.
You really don't. And Ninbon actually got the max bonus on the bonus game, which is important for two reasons. First off, it gives you 20,000 of 10,000 points. And secondly, it refills a life bar.
Oh, really?
Which is really nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that would definitely help a lot.
Yeah, see, I'm still shocked that players just have not found the jump kick, because when I first played this game, I found it within like a minute or two. And well, actually, people have found it, but for some reason they're just not using it often, which just, it's interesting because like it is a very powerful tool in this game. But I guess because this is like a blind race and they want to take it carefully, they don't want to be too, I guess, cavalier and like, you know, possibly be over, you know, like run into a lot of objects.
Yeah, but being overly cautious, especially in a beat 'em up where everything is going to hurt you, you know, if you don't find a way to cheese things, you're probably going to take a lot of hits. Ku5ogrande trying the jump kick. Oh, unfortunately getting punched in the air. Oh, that was a good sucker punch. Yeah. Can you block?
Kinda. Like you mash the button at the same time they're attacking, and like if I think it has to be a punch if they punch and a kick if they kick, then you'll block. But it's like so janky. You just want to mash. I don't know. It's worth noting that Ku5ogrande did the rapid punch, and he probably has no idea how he did that. So you can actually do special moves in this game, and the way you activate them is incredibly stupid. You activate the I can't remember if it's the rapid punch or the big fist punch, but one of the two you get hit twice, and then you punch, and then you'll do the special attack, and the other one you have to get hit 3 times, and then you'll do the special attack. And it is worth doing these moves. Yeah, and it's really stupid, but it is actually worth doing these moves because they do more. I think they do double the damage that you take if you connect with them.
Ooh, okay, good to know. I mean, good for us to know, not necessarily for the players, because
exactly.
They don't know.
I did not give them a manual. I did tell them that run plus select resets the console, so they wouldn't do that. I also told them that if they manage to beat the game, there's a second loop, so they're not done. And I said that's a big if. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna beat this. Like, honestly, this game is extremely difficult.
It is. Apparently there's a continue code. I didn't know about it, and I don't feel like giving it to them.
It's not really a hard code. Up and B.
No, I think you have to hold 2 buttons.
What?
Hit start. I don't know.
Okay, this is just handwritten in the manual. Up B to continue. Yeah, they might have lied. Yeah.
Wait, up B? There's no B on the TurboGrafx 16.
What? Ask whoever scribbled in this manual.
Can I see this manual? Are you sure this manual just isn't written by you making up a...
Shut up, Mike. It's probably 2. Okay, let me share the manual with you there.
China Warrior. Wow, this does not have any pages.
Oh, I do like the final boss of stage 3, Keen Shalu. His specialty is the destructive triple thrust. And then we do have Shalo Lee Man, who description, rapid movements, be careful of his thrusting tricks.
Oh, yeah. So someone scribbled in this manual, and you mind if I link it in chat?
Sure.
Up plus B to continue. Which is funny because there's no B button on the TurboGrafx.
Kaishura moves on to 1-3. Very nice.
Nice. That catches her up to Jangle Storm. So we'd have to track progress on the boss to see who is ahead.
We're still early enough in the match, though, that I feel like both Jangle Storm and Kaishura are going to get to at least 2-1.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and honestly, the 2-1 boss is not too difficult, as long as you remember what to do. Yeah.
It's a 2-2 boss who is so brutal.
2-2. Yeah, Ninban currently fighting. Oh, the big fist move. How do you do big fist?
Big fist is a good move. Honestly, if he knew how to use it, it would be worth doing because he started off with so much health, but he doesn't know how to use it. So yeah, can he clutch it out? No, unfortunately not.
How do you?
That was close.
Okay, let me see.
I think he'll be able to beat it eventually, but he's on his last life.
How do you do big fist?
So big fist, I think, is the one where you get hit twice, and then I think the rapid punches is the one where you get hit 3 times. But the thing is, after you get hit twice, that you have to punch. So like you have to get hit, and then like get hit again. And during that time, you can't do anything else. Like you just have to get hit.
You get hit twice, and then you use big punch.
And then you punch. Yes, it's really stupid.
Kind of dumb, yeah. That doesn't really sound very helpful. But if it does a lot of damage, maybe it is.
No, Ku5ogrande, we have not talked about the Japanese version of this game. It's called the Kung Fu. And it features a very not Kenshiro pose from Fist of the North Star. In fact, let me show you.
Ninban! Oh my gosh! He did a multi-punch attack and the boss goes down.
Nice.
It wasn't.
I'm wondering how he did that.
It wasn't the fist. I think, I said Ninban get hit multiple times before dishing out the multi-punch.
Alright, so if Ninban can make it to the boss, which is a bit dicey, but gets a health, I think he can beat the boss. The 2-3 boss is not hard. In fact, 2-3 boss being...
I don't know, Young Ku5ogrande.
Young Ku5ogrande, yeah. Waltzing Fist. Her continuous attacks are awesome.
Waltzing Fist. Why am I thinking like weird dreams?
80s, 90s manual.
Let me see this thing that you linked here. Bam.
The link broke because of the comma. But...
Yeah, I copied and pasted. Oh yeah, I already saw that one.
Yeah.
Fifth of.
Come on, use your waltzing fist. Your continuous attacks are awesome. Yeah, she like doesn't even really attack you. I don't know why, but she's so easy.
Yeah, a little less awesome than the manual made her out to be.
Yeah.
It's fine. Not every boss has to be like equal. Generally, it's better if they increase in difficulty. Have the weak ones at the beginning. Ninban.
Yeah. Isn't that Kenshiro pose also a Bruce Lee pose? Yeah, Jangle Storm's on 2-1. Nice.
Yeah, honestly, the players are doing really well in their attempts to catch up.
Honestly, I think this is better than how the players did in Kuso 3. Because if I remember correctly, the furthest anyone made in Kuso 3 was either 3-2 or 3-3. And we're only a little over halfway the match.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The players have just been getting better, Mike. They've been getting better and better. And, the players who have played before, they have more experience going into this. And the new players, you never really know how they're going to do.
Yeah. But so far, I'm really impressed with the players' progress. Especially since they're not jump kicking.
Making it this far without jump kicking? Yeah.
Ninban is, on the 3-1 boss, and I don't think he's going to make it. Yeah, got kicked in the stomach.
Ow!
So, Lee Kushan uses the Southern Fists trick, specialized in heavy kicks and quick thrusts. Oh, you already mentioned that one.
Yeah, the quick thrust. I think we saw one of those.
No, you mentioned the
now.
Triple thrust. You mentioned not the quick.
Well, the triple thrust is the 3-3 boss, okay? Sure. This is the quick thrust.
The quick thrust. Just a single thrust, but it's quick. Which is really funny because, all of the bosses pretty much have the same attacks, except, they'll add one to, to a successive one. It's really funny.
Ninbon, no! Ah! Ooh. I just love the weird cultists who are running around trying to get you.
Yep. That's where the jump kick becomes especially useful, because you can just jump kick them all in one go.
Oh, rock to the face, Ninbon. That's okay. Ninbon actually is on the second health bar here. Jangle Storm as well. So, you know, they're...
Yep.
Like, Ninbon did go back to the beginning of the game. It happens to everybody.
But here's the thing. I think Ninbon's going to catch up quickly to where he was, because he now knows strats against the bosses, except maybe for 2-2, but I think he can at least get there with enough health. So Jangle Storm on a 2-2 boss, and he found a loop. We got combos.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this is amazing, because everyone else has struggled so hard with that boss when they made it there, and Jangle Storm just destroyed him.
Yeah, very nice. By the way, one thing
Jangle
that
Storm
I've
can
noticed...
easily take the lead, because I don't think Ninbon got a single hit on the 3-1 boss.
I need to point this out, because Kaishura just went down to the boss. She's not collecting the health right before the boss. I think Kaishura believes that you only have one health bar. She doesn't know about the extra health.
Oh no, you should... I mean...
You gotta try. If it's there, just get it.
I understand the mentality, but like considering that when you're not even at full health, you'll still sometimes get the extra health bar. I feel like he's got it already. So
yeah, I think you're right. Ooh, Kishura, come on, get the extra health. I hope. Okay. Ku5ogrande, by the way, just took a fireball to the face. Ku5ogrande's a zombie, though, so...
Yeah. And Jangle Storm quickly dispatches of the 2-3 boss, who...
oh, wow.
Doesn't really have continuous attacks, so I guess they can't really be awesome if you don't really attack.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You know, I have awesome attacks that I never use, Mike.
That's true. I mean,
most of mine.
Well, I would say you never use the Final Fantasy IV attack, but you just used that attack today, so there you go.
Is that an attack? Yeah, there is an attack function in it. Yeah. Okay. Oh no! Ku5ogrande, the zombie is dead.
Oh no, but he has plenty of lives. He has. Oh yeah. Wow, he hasn't died like up until that boss, I think. So yeah, plenty of lives.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I like the music in this game. It's pretty dang fun.
It's funny because as people said, there's only one track for the stage and one track for the bosses, but it works.
Oh, Jangle Storm, that boss just took away a lot of health with a single kick.
Yeah, I think one of that boss's attacks does 2 damage, but Jangle Storm in first now because he landed 2 hits on the boss, and Ninbon at most got 1 hit, if any at all.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I really like that type of kick, though. I'm a yellow belt in Kung Fu, Mike. Sorry to brag here. But
that's not even bragging. Like, you're just saying that you have a yellow belt.
Mike, I'm trying to brag here.
Okay.
Come on,
don't say you're sorry to brag.
Well, I'm sorry. You have to apologize for bragging, otherwise people think you're a jerk.
Well, I mean, isn't part of Ku5ogrande being a jerk to people and giving them bad games?
Yeah, you got a point. But yeah, those kicks are actually really fun to do. The ones where you just sort of... Let's see, you don't hit with the bottom of your foot, you hit with the top of your foot.
Yeah, you hit with your toes, basically.
Yeah, and they can actually hurt a lot when you're using them.
Sure they can.
Yeah. I loved doing that. The forceful kicks that you saw Sunburnt Guile doing on Ninbon's screen, those have a lot more power behind them, but it also takes a lot more time to set up. Yeah, there we go. I taught y'all a kung fu lesson. Turns out the things that deal damage take more time.
Yeah,
Ku5ogrande
also, for
stuck.
anyone concerned, Faizu's just away from the keyboard for a bit, so nothing to worry about.
No. Maybe Faizu's taking care of his human.
I can see it. Alright. Well, it doesn't look like Jangle Storm made much progress aside from getting 2 hits on the 3-1 boss, unless Fai missed something. And Ninbon is catching up to where he was, and Kaishura is unfortunately really struggling in stage 1.
Oh, yeah, going down. Kaishura can still catch up, though. Like, this game is not very long. Yeah, it looks like an auto-scroller, but it's super fast to get through if you manage to kill the boss. There we go, Jangle Storm just knocking that guy down. Poor middle-aged Guile. You know, Mike, I always thought that I was going to be bald like that, but I still have hair.
Yeah, you have a good, healthy head of hair. In fact, I also have a lot of hair. Thanks to social distancing, I haven't had a haircut in many months. So.
Oh, geez. Yeah, mine is starting to get unruly. I am going to keep it growing. I'm not going to try to cut it myself. And if it ends up looking okay long, then we'll ride that train for a little while. And if not, then I'm going to make a mullet.
I don't think I'm quite at a mullet there, but I think my hair is approaching that point.
Yeah, so Mike, that is a danger. If you accept me to GDQ this year, emphasis on if, I might show up with a mullet.
Well, I mean, that might be 2 of us, bro, so. You know.
Oh my gosh, we're just sitting there.
Yeah, I like how the mullet to making a comeback, not for fashion reasons, but just for responsibility reasons.
Okay, let me tell you, Mike, there was this woman in my hometown. She, I don't know if she owned the cinemas or just worked there and worked there all the time, but she had a mullet, and honestly, I could not see any haircut other than a mullet working for her. It was awesome.
Really?
Well, I mean, then again, I haven't seen any other haircut on her, so it's hard to say. But I never looked at it and thought, wow, that's gross. No, I was like, wow, she's rocking. Okay, she is just living her best life. Yeah, see, Carrie remembers her.
Well, it must have been a really rockin' mullet if...
Like, in order to pull off a mullet, you have to have a strong personality, and she did.
Wow. Okay. So here's the. It looks like the back of the China Warrior box, and it says Boss Kara and his evil horde has captured the entire Kung Fu province. You are summoned. You obediently go, knowing full well that any one of Kara's bullies could put out your light, but you must face them and their specialties one by one. Then, finally, Boss Kara himself, a sip of sacred oolong tea, releases hidden powers. Okay. Will it be enough? Pray it is so. 100 zillion Chinese are counting on it.
How much is a zillion?
I don't know.
Is it like also counting past and future generations there?
It must be if it's 100 zillion. I mean.
Yeah, I'm really happy as well that, you know, we've seen everybody learning from mistakes, making more progress than they had before. Honestly, it is pretty rewarding to see how people can start to crush something that they didn't even know existed.
Yeah. Although, there is something about crushing this game, and that is, it seems like Jangle Storm is still really struggling on the 1-2 boss, and Ninbon is really struggling on the 2-2 boss, because it feels it's less that Ninbon figured something out, but he kind of like lucked his way through the boss, so he's kind of trying to brute force it now. And it looks like Jangle Storm never quite figured out the 1-2 boss, but just got through one time.
Yeah. Oh, geez. This 3-2 boss for Faizu is definitely rough. He's got those
that's kicks, the 3-1 boss.
Oh, 3-1. Whatever.
Here's the funny thing. In true zombie fashion, he definitely be in the lead.
He's
definitely hit the boss the most.
by the way, I'm taking a look about how much is a zillion, and they call it a fictitious number. So, I'm sorry. It turns out that they may have been lying about how many people he's saving.
Huh.
Yeah. Why would they do that? Lie on a box. Video game box, you know? Kaishura just trying to hit and not get hit. And honestly, backing up after dealing a hit is a good idea. She's getting the hang of it. She's getting the rhythm here. Yeah. Sucker punch. Okay, Sunbird Guile really doesn't deserve love. Oh, the fist. I love the super.
Kaishura. No, Kaishura, you can do it. Ugh.
No! No!
On the other hand, Ninban is kind of kicking this boss's butt, and as soon as I said that, he just took about 3 hits in a row.
Well, yeah, that's how it goes.
But he did win.
Oh my gosh, a sliver of health. A very fat sliver, mind you, but a sliver nonetheless.
I mean, it doesn't really matter how big the sliver in this case, because it's 1 unit of health.
True.
No, Ku5ogrande didn't clear this game. He game overed on 3-1.
Correct.
Alright. So, what's your favorite move so far in this game? Is it that, like, kind of toe kick that you've seen from the 3-1 boss?
Like, the thing is, I kind of like that because the hitbox is giant. It's ludicrous. It should not be hitting you, like, half the time you see it in this. But yeah, I think that is my favorite. And it fires extremely quickly.
It's true.
Kaishura! Okay, bam! Oh, the backing off strats are always good. But
okay,
the palm hit. Who uses palm hits?
Yeah, so this is the 1-1 boss, so at least she should be able to beat this one.
Oh yeah, I think so. Okay, there we go.
It looks like she's
in the
figured out a loop. Wait until the boss is about to punch, then just kick him in the chest.
Ugh. You know what? He probably got sunburned because he got knocked out and had to lie down in the sun for so long. No, Justin! He's palm attacking me. Stop it! No! Yeah, you see, it doesn't even hurt.
I mean, proof that video games are a bad influence. His first boss is palm attacking. Now Justin's palm attacking.
Yeah. See, they were totally right on every news station in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Joseph Lieberman was right. Yeah, okay, he did a palm attack, but he's also saying he's gonna get me ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I might end up passing out in front of the sun, but it'll be worth it, you know? Besides, it gives you vitamin D. Vitamin D is good.
Always a nice thing to have.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Honestly, I'm trying to think, when's the last time I've been outside? I don't know.
I mean, I generally go outside once a day. It helps take a walk, on occasion.
Oh, I should do
not a whole lot. Not a whole lot you can do during these times, but you can take a walk.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Jangle Storm found a crouch punch strats, and it's really effective against the boss in the corner. So he's going to be moving on to 2-1. Has a chance to get a really nice streak. He is in first already, but this might help him secure his lead. He doesn't seem to know about the max though, so kind of rushing it there on the bonus stage. And has a healthy amount of lives.
Very nice. What would be like an unhealthy amount of lives?
Being on your last life.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point. I'm like, any life is good, Mike.
Being
I
your
only
last
have
life
one
and with
life.
not much
I'm
health.
on my last life. I don't know how much health I have. Got some. I could definitely use some oolong tea, though. You know.
Yeah, that just sounds pretty good. I don't have any tea on me right now.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I think I prefer things that are a little more citrusy and probably not actually tea.
I like.
Oh, I'm thinking of juice. There we go.
Oh, okay.
I like juice.
Unsweetened, like those unsweetened cold teas that you can get from Asian markets and stuff. I like those.
Yeah, actually, I'm fine with unsweetened thing. Honestly, I've done a lot of cutting back on sugar, and it sometimes the subtle flavors of tea are just nice. You know.
Yeah. Cutting back on sugar always helps. It's how the China warrior has his well-toned body. Among other things.
Actually, no. Then again, I guess I made a cake this week, and we're gonna get ice cream.
Sure, you just made a cake.
I'm cutting back on sugar, cake, and ice cream this week, everybody. What? In beverages, okay? You don't need liquid sugar.
Right.
Oh, good. The Tea House showed up in chat. Hello, Tea House.
Oh.
They're very excited about this conversation.
Yep.
You know, then again, in Utah, there was what they called Brigham tea. Which was just kind of... I guess it's a type of herbal tea that supposedly had good stuff, good nutrients or something. And yeah, they just took a plant and boiled it, and they're like, wow, maybe it has nutrients.
Okay.
Supposedly it does.
I'm guessing there's no caffeine in it.
Whatever. They drank beer back in that day, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Brigham Young owned the state bar. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, and essentially, you know, the people in Utah would have beer, but for out of state, they still had hard alcohols or hard liquors for people who were visiting, so that, you know, if you can sell something that your own people can't drink, hey, you're just making profit. But yeah, it wasn't, I think, until the early 1900s that alcohol became questionable. Actually, yeah, coffee was one of the things that was recommended for people to take on their trip out to Utah. So, yeah, I don't know. Things have changed.
Yeah, things have changed a little bit since then. So I have a feeling this is kind of the player's last push.
I feel like you're right, yeah.
Yeah, we have less than 10 minutes left. And even though it technically doesn't take a lot of time to you know, make a good push, it's not really guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so from what I'm seeing with this plant in Utah, yeah, you can make a tea. It helps with certain things like asthma and hay fever. Apparently, it can also cause cardiovascular issues. So maybe stay away from Brigham's tea, okay? That's what I'm telling you. Brigham Young,
only
don't
a slight trade-off. Might help with hay fever. Might also destroy your heart.
Then again, like, as a short-term thing, if it's like between breathing or maybe having a heart attack, I'd probably take breathing right at that moment.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Dying right at the... No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to die. There we go.
I'm glad you don't want to die, essentially.
I'll drink
a healthy outlook on life.
The possible heart attack tea.
Possible heart attack. Surprise! Surprise heart attack.
It's like, well, I was gonna die because I couldn't breathe anyway. Heart-stopping juice, Justin.
Dolores Fred, the standings in the match. So far, Jangle Storm is barely in first. He's gotten 2 hits on the 3-1 boss. Ninbon has gotten to 3-1 boss, but I think he's either not hit the boss or only hit it once. Kaishira is struggling to get past stage 1, and Faizu, who is a zombie, actually has no bearing on the rankings of this match. He's kind of there to fill a slot, and but he would be winning this match if if he was being tracked. Oh, Ninbon moving on from 2-2. Hopefully he has at least a spare life or two to make some progress.
Nice. Actually, then again, we have a lot of essential oils over here in Utah as well. Yeah, those companies that got sued for promising they'd cure cancer and stuff? Those were started in Utah.
Seems like many great things were started in Utah.
We did start... What did we start that I actually like?
I mean, you made Virtual Bart. So
Virtual Bart. We made Virtual Bart. There we go. Yeah.
That's not a great thing to make.
But
if anything, that's more like an ancient curse.
You wouldn't know the highest highs if you didn't have the lowest lows.
That's true. So, I mean, to put in perspective, Macaw played Bart House recently. That DOS Bart Simpsons game that Faizu runs.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
That he himself says is really bad. So Macaw really likes that game. Even he thinks that Virtual Bart is bad.
Well, yeah. The thing is, Macaw's taste is absolutely wrong. But every once in a while, yeah, he gets things correct.
Okay, Ninbon getting the health restore. Yeah, that is definitely a true statement. And Ninbon has a lot of lives. He has a chance to get out of 3-1. Or even if he just gets more than 2 hits on the boss, that definitely puts him in the lead. Yeah, exactly, Crash Cat. Macaw is wrong, but he's wrong in the best way. And very enthusiastically. It's not a spiteful way or anything.
Yeah, it's like the people who made China Warrior were definitely thinking of people like Macaw.
Yeah, exactly. Big, buff, shirtless dudes.
Exactly. That's all you need in order to make a game that he'll like. In fact, I don't think I can name a single game with a big, buff, shirtless dude that Macaw doesn't like. It's just the muscles. That's what's important.
That's 1 hit from Ninbon. This kicking strat, okay, that's 2 hits.
Nice.
He got 3. That puts him first.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm not sure Jangle can catch up in time. In fact, this strat's working out pretty well for Ninbon. The retreat and kick a lot strat.
Yeah, just kick the guy's shoulder, okay?
He has a chance.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be really close. Oh, he did it.
Well, okay, chat is asking if Macaw loves Savage. Who doesn't love Savage?
Exactly. Who doesn't love Savage? I mean, that song, that 3 or 4 minute long intro that's just pure text scrolling.
We already had the music from Savage earlier today.
I did hear that. It was quite the treat.
Oh, yeah.
Savage. All right, well, looks like we're pretty much locked into places, but I definitely want to see how this plays out.
Yep, Ninbon is going to be taken first, Jangle Storm second, Kaishura third. I'm worrying that might put Kaishura in the position to be eliminated during this match. It
unfortunately does, because you need 12 points to progress to the next round, and that would put Kaishura at 10 points.
I believe so. Well, still, she has made a really good push with this game, and she definitely likes this game better than the last one. What was the last one?
Yeah, what was Kaishura's last game? I don't remember.
Well, I'm really afraid to look this up. Uh-oh. Yeah, he is done pretty... Tensei Bakabon. Okay.
Oh, the Game Boy one, yeah.
Yeah, that one. This game has more understandable physics than Bakabon. I would agree with that, at least.
Yeah.
Uh,
So understandably, Ninbon really struggling with the 3-2 boss. All the doppelganger fights are really hard. And if I remember correctly, before the final boss, the 4th stage is 2 doppelganger fights.
No!
Yeah, this game was not too creative with the bosses. When you have these really big sprites, I guess you're a bit more limited in the memory for other things. Oh, come on, Ninbon, you can do it! You can do it! Oh, no!
Oh, my gosh!
Oh, no.
By a sliver! By a sliver! The really fat sliver again!
That was so clutch. It was so funny, because he was just whooping that boss, and then the boss just was not having any more of it.
Well, Mike, that is it. We are done with this match. Time! Everybody, no more China Warriors, no more thrust attacks, no more triple thrusts, any of that.
Yeah, we're not even going to see the triple thrust.
Well, you know, maybe one day in the future, y'all can see the triple thrust. But today, at this moment, it is not that time. Yeah, Kaishura said, no, I'm okay. She does not want more time.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's fair.
I forgot that. Yeah, we did offer extra time. She is okay not having that. Well, Ninbon is definitely the winner today. Actually, I feel like I'm the winner. I really enjoyed that game. I'm going to go ahead and invite Ninbon to come chat with us if he would like. We'll have to see. Yeah, so Mike, I'm actually very impressed with how the players did. Ninbon, especially at the end, was making a really good push there. And here, Ninbon is. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, congratulations on your victory today.
Thanks.
Yeah, honestly, we've had this once in Ku5ogrande before, and you definitely blew the previous players away. You did very well today.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they only made it up to 3-1, maybe 3-2 in the last Ku5ogrande match. So
yeah.
Nice.
So what were your thoughts of the game? What did you think?
It was fun. I had fun with it.
Oh, good.
The real hard boss is Bruce Lee or like his brother or his lookalike or something.
Excuse me, all of the bosses in this game are unique. I will link the manual to you in the channel, and they all have unique names, even though they're all pellet swaps.
They have different names, and also...
In fact, my favorite mismatch of description compared to boss itself is the stage 2-3 boss, who is Yang Qinghua, who uses waltzing fists. Her continuous attacks are awesome. She barely even has a chance to attack you, so I don't see how her attacks are awesome.
They weren't really that awesome, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't because almost all bosses, like I was able to cheese them, except the Bruce Lee clone.
Yeah, the
I
clone
don't have a
really
consistent
difficult.
strat for that boss either.
Mike is pretty much the local expert when it comes to this game, so yeah, if he doesn't have a strat, it's hard to say there really is one.
I would say that Glitchwitch is a bigger expert
oh, that's right, yeah.
on the game.
Glitchwitch played this and actually beat it after, 2 hours or something? You were making some serious progress, though. What stage did you get to? 3-3?
Yeah, I think it was a start of 3-3. I was just finished battling with 3-2. So yeah.
Yeah, 3-2's boss. Oh, the 3-1's boss was extremely difficult.
Yes, but I found out you could chase him like the same way you could chase the stage 1 bosses. By holding left.
That's kind of hilarious that the same strat for very different bosses.
Yeah, but then he was cheesing you because he nearly killed you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes. Seriously, though, I really enjoyed this. You had a great push. Now, this is your first Ku5ogrande, right?
Right, yes.
Yeah, you definitely are on a good track to possibly making it into the bracket. I'm sure everybody is wondering as well, do you stream other games over at your channel?
I mostly stream Link to the Past randomizer races.
Ah, rando. I see.
Yeah. So I do a lot of competitive ladder races and tournament stuff.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Are there some going on right now? Well, why am I asking? Of course there are some going on right now.
Of course there are some going on, yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah, everybody. I'm really glad when we have new people who are in the community, especially when they manage to, let's say, kick more butt than we expected. Seriously, great job. Go follow the various streamers who streamed today. The names that they had up on the stream are what they go by on Twitch. Highly recommended. Go check them out. Anything else, Mike or Ninban, before we take off?
I want to know how to do these power moves, like the big fist punch or the,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
or the rolling
So
fist
how
one.
you do them is incredibly stupid. So to do, I think the big fist is the first one that you can do. So to do them, you have to do that one, you have to take 2 hits, and then you hit punch. If you try anything like in between the hits, or like if you try to do a kick or something like that, it won't work. You actually just have to do nothing, take 2 hits, and then punch the boss. The rapid punches is you take 3 hits and then you punch the boss.
Yeah. So it's honestly, most people are just going to do it on accident. Although
Exactly.
Glitchwitch is saying against the 3-3 boss, that ended up being the best strat, using the big fist or the multi-fist. So I don't know.
Yeah.
If you plan on going and beating it.
It's definitely worth doing.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think that it's just about time for us to leave. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all being patient with it being a later match. You know, it wasn't convenient for everyone. But again, you can blame Mike Oyama for all that. So it's all your fault, Mike.
You're welcome.
Also, big shout out to all those people who dropped gift subs and who contributed. I'm showing that we are 9 sub points away from the next emo. We're super close. Thank you all so much. Let's go and do a raid, and we'll be back again tomorrow with more Ku5ogrande. Who should we bother? Not then, not Yam, not now. No. You know what? Andrew G is always a really consistently. Oh, no. That's right. Ty Tuesday is doing a charity marathon in order to help his video game arcade locally supported. He wants to keep them going. So let's raid over there. If you want to drop some money to help out that arcade, that's sweet. Not really needed. Kaishura, thank you for subbing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's go. He's speedrunning Sonic 06 right now. So it's very appropriate. Let's go ahead and our raid message is going to be no way. Spam that, everybody. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Ninbad.
Bye.